Hello! We are live once again to the internet. Oh, very blown out. I swear this isn't all just gonna be incredibly blown out white all day. I am reworking the stuff that I did last week. I don't think those means are gonna be great for me to stream. Because I am getting drowned out by my own desktop audio, but also just like a little bit too easily distracted to be dry brushing on stream, so I'm going to be working on some more of these lads. Hello to whoever's joined us while we're going live. Hope you stick around. Good to have you. hello to anybody watching the VOD. I'm gonna get cracking while I cover for a track changing. I'm attempt to just absolutely vamp for time. Where were we? Yes. So these guys have had their first layer of cream down and just sort of need neatening up, and then I can start dirtying it. So we have got Games Workshop Screaming Skull. It's a really nice cream. It's cool and good. And I'm just going to make an absolute mess of my brush immediately. Cool and good. It's a weird one. I may have to be flicking the lamp on and off for a little while till we get a little bit more block colour on this guy. Ah, there we go. I had to pick a white legion. Really had to do that to myself. Maybe time for a new part of Screaming Skull. This one's getting a little bit old and gloopy. One last place I should put that. you can probably hear a soft whirring. That is just my laptop fan disliking its continued existence. The brush I've got to get out. The washes. Screw it, let's do this 1 minute at a time. I have 3 dudes in need of painting till I'm happy, so I'm probably just gonna chunk through these, then we'll have 5 done, and that seems respectable. So now we're gonna go through on Seraphim Sepia and highlight, well, low light all of the recesses. I should really, at some point, remember to put in a command for the Duncan Roads tutorial that I'm using for this, because I am using a Duncan Roads tutorial for this. It is very good. This is a very nice method of painting bone cream armor. I appreciate it, personally. Also, that current project bar is annoying me. It should be of there. There we go. To rearrange some things. Palette, get out of here. I'm taking straight from the pot. This is not a coward stream. So I'm just running that into all the recesses and you can just see it there. It's like sepia line. I'm also going to pick out all of the details that are in the middle of cream that are not supposed to be cream, to give us an idea of where things are, what things are. Kind of break up this monotony in the mini. Get a good clean idea of what's going on. Something selected and it is concerning to me. Wow, just making all of the unpleasant noises. Turn my own music on. There we go. A little bit of a struggle getting into beds. That's fine. I should really get a wrist brace. That seems like it would be a good idea. Considering I hurt my wrist like 3 weeks ago now, and it still hasn't gone back to how it should be. Let's bring you further in here so that I can brace properly. There we go. Paranoid, so I'm gonna get my balancing widget out. I would like to not spill this everywhere while I'm streaming. That seems like a poor idea. Also, because I don't think I have a spare pot of this. So that would really scupper me. I should really get someone else to come on these with me so I have someone to talk to actively. I'm a little bit quiet and dull on my own, it would seem. You can really see the difference when I like take the glare off a little bit between the leg that's been washed and the leg that hasn't. It really starts to stand out a lot more and be a lot less flat. And here is where that washing things that aren't armor plating tip comes in really handy, with things like these little bits of piping, little bits of undersuit that poke through, because it blends in the bits that you can't pan and it highlights the bits that you can, so you know that they're there. Remember now that there is a bit of undersuit poking out in here that I need to get to when I go around with the relevant colour, which will be Carver's Black, because when isn't that the relevant colour? Like, frankly, that might be my favourite paint of last year at this point. Just 'cause it's so useful. Such a nicer black to work with. I'm not being overly cautious of getting little tea stains all over. Partially because I'm going to go clean most of them up once this wash is dry, but also because, like, I'm not going to weather these overly heavily, so I don't mind how it looks. Some of them at least. Some of them look awful. But a little bit of tea staining, I think, adds a little bit of character. Since I don't want these guys to be, like, fully grimed up. At least not right now. Or at least not these specific guys. Maybe when I get a squad of Grave Wardens, or... No, Grave Wardens, that's the correct one. Maybe when I get Grave Wardens and Typhus, I'll grime them up heavily. And again, picking out these pipes and these bits of strapping that pop up all over the Mark III armour. God, I love Mark III armour. God, am I gonna hate painting it by the end of this project, but here we are. I sure as heck made decisions. And they certainly were to play an infantry heavy 30k army. If anyone, like, in chat has any suggestions for list buildy stuff, I would more than happily hear it, because I have never played a game of 30k in my life, and would like to not have to rebuild an army after making it, painting it, and then realising it's a bit bad. Like, I don't want to win a tournament, I just don't want it to be shit. You know. See, now we're getting a lot more of the texture of these light panels through. Looks very nice. Ooh. We're getting a lot more of me smacking the camera. Proceeding to block all of my own light out. Because we're on the inside of the foot. And that always sucks. Nice, inside of this foot here. Something audio crackled, but I think it was on my end. Hopefully that didn't make it through to the stream. Just quickly reminding myself what I did and didn't wash on completed minis. I'm just gonna shake the pot. Oof. It feels like we're getting a little bit of sediment. Try and get some of that whoosh sound. Shake of the pot. There you go. We'll just continue to vibe and pick out perlites. I'm not worrying too hard about getting big tea staining like in there. I'm gonna go through and clean it up later. I just need to make sure I catch everything and do this systematically. Which I'm in the process of screwing up, so let's do the backpack and just get the back done. And we'll walk around the miniature that way. Because this is one of the more interesting bits to do anywhere. Yeah, definitely do need to do something nice for my rest, because gosh. Did a husky do a number on it? We are still running off of Blue Tack and Moxie. And a shaky desk. Which I really need to work out how to fix. But the walls in this house are not a fan of having screws in them. So I think that explains that issue. I might actually mute my regular microphone. Nah. Just turn it down a little bit. Turn down that audio rattle. There we go. Good. I have to get a couple of sepia splotches, that's fine. We can fix that. Very easily fixed. There we go. We're getting way more definition compared to the regular guy without any wash. It really brings it out. Now we need to get all the way back in there. I really should have been clever and not glued these backpacks on. And next time I paint these, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave the backpacks off. And paint them in yet another sub-assembly. Because this shit is why you play Raven Guard, so you can't actually see the weird bits behind the backpacks when none of the spray is touched. And there's no way in hell you can get your brush back there properly. But hey, we're getting there. We got him. classic Spaceman gun hand, where the fingers are splayed at just the most awkward angle. Nothing looks comfortable ever. Once again, being bad and forgetting where my camera is. Yeah. A little bit messier than usual, but there is one set of power armor in and washed. Oof. Get set up, get stretched. Get some water in me. Hydrate before I dehydrate. Check where we're at. I should dump myself on OBS. There we go. Lost in my own computer. Okay. Yeah. I'll pop the wash brush down. Grab a detail brush. Back to Screaming Skull. Always back to Screaming Skull. With these minis. Gonna get rid of the most egregious of the little stains. Then we can highlight the armor. And be done with it. And this has just got to be done systematically, so I'm just going to work around. Making sure everything's hunky-dory. Hi, Chaotic Gothic. I'm having a good day. How are you doing, fan? It's good to have you around. I hope I didn't miss you while I was bumbling around to myself. Because that's certainly something I would do. Well, I hope the audition goes well. I hope they like you, because I'm sure you nailed it. And yeah, I would love to get... Oh, I'm so mad that your computer spits its dummy every time you try to go live. We should screw around with some tabletop sim stuff at some point. Because I do desperately want to stream some board games. Oh. Though I have not, like, attempted to stream anything other than a camera feed. Also, God, I need to turn the text size down on my on-screen chat box. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that while someone who vaguely knows what they're doing is here. Oh, well, that's a quick enough turnaround. That's not so bad. Oh, it's because I'm selecting the entire thing. And 100%, I would frankly love to... Font settings. Have like a 15 size font. Hopefully that helps. I'm just gonna quickly type a thing in. Do you get it to... Oh, yes, that's perfect. That's nicer. Yeah, a week turnaround is nice. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully you've done well. And yeah, I would love to play more board games with you. I miss playing board games with you. God damn it. It's rough not living with board game friends. And also, yeah, seems like a fun thing to stream. I might screw around and see if my internet can handle Magic Arena. I hope it can. Okay, yeah. Well, ditching this pot of Screaming Skull. These skulls have finished screaming. They're getting fresh cream. There we go. Now I will remember to do it. But yeah, things are still getting smoothed out a little bit with this. Ugh. You'd hope I'd have my act together by now, but here we are. Oh, 100%. Yes! Yes, I very much enjoyed the little bit of Age of Sigmar we got to play. Mostly because I never get to use those minis. I did, spicy, find some of it on Tabletop Sim, so... maybe we'll screw around with that at some point. That does involve me getting my finger out and being organised, but... not the end of the world. Just chipping away at some of these egregious T-stems. Yeah, I did manage to find the full Night Haunt range. I love those minis. I love how hard of a flex they are. Of just like, hey, we worked out how to make the entirety of a large mini balance on a 1-inch peg. So we're gonna do that for an entire range. Oh, wonderful. I I will have a little mess around then and try and work something out around your intense D&D schedule. Because I have been gagging to play some war games recently. Just chomping at the bit. Oh my god, Lady Olinda is like... I didn't know a mini could be spring-loaded? She's terrifying. Oh. But yeah, what's it like being a cool and popular DM? Haha. But no, I hope your various games are going very well. I, always enjoy hearing about where your Strahd game's at the moment. Oh god. She is. It's terrible. Like... Oh. I can't remember his name, but the king on the throne has to be so similar. But I love that mini. Hello, Legonomics 2. Nice to have you around. We are currently painting incredibly blown out Space Marines. I have a finished one that is slightly less glary because it actually has colour on it. This is what we're working towards. Oh, we will definitely have to play some tabletop RPGs at some point together, Chaotic Gothic. When folks' schedules clear up, I might try to organise a middlingly long D&D game. And I think I've convinced myself that you will definitely be being bothered for that, since you barely ever get to play. Since you are our group's forever DM. A good forever DM, and an excellent forever DM. Hell yeah. It means I can't pick your brain about DM tips, but hey. It means I can pick your character's brain, since I am following through on my recent Mind Flayer hyperfixation. Because I kind of like them as big bads right now. And think they'll make an interesting campaign villain. So, om nom nom? Question mark? Yeah. We do. No worries. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day too. Hope you have a good time. Stay safe out there. Are we? Oh, that's not so bad. This is also just really good for me actually timing how long it takes me to do things, because I have a very rough estimate of how long it actually takes me to paint certain things. And this is super useful. knowing that this is about 2 hours of work. About 2 hours? About 1 hour of work. Oof. Ugh. How's my day been? My day has been okay. I got out, I went for a walk, bought some groceries. I'm streaming, so that's productive. I've set up a couple of things for the weekend. Yeah, it should be good. I'm distributing D&D books to my friendship group, since there's a bunch that I don't use right now that they need. So I'm gonna have a little socially distanced walk and hand out some books. How's your day been, Legonomics? Which fantastic username, by the way. Love that username. Ooh. Cream. Such an uncooperative pan. It's either too thick or too thin. Good to hear it. I'm glad. We need more good days in the world. Yeah, I am nearly done cleaning this up, and we can get some slightly more interesting bits of the mini, where you're not just watching me paint cream on cream for an hour. I swear. I swear these minis just sort of pop eventually. A couple of spots of wash that I've missed. Oof. On the garget. Gotta grab that. I'll have to come back over this, but that's fine. A small price to pay for a fine line of sepia. Okay, actual colour. Because everyone involved is sick of me complaining about cream. Despite choosing this colour scheme out of the, like, 18 plus available ones. So we are moving over to Castellan Green. Old Catachan Camo, I think it used to be called. It's a nice olive green. It's a really nice olive tone. And it really helps break up this cream. And we're going for 2 thin coats. So thank you for the follow, Legonomics. Thank you for letting me look at a cute Pikachu. I hope you stick around and are enjoying the stream. No worries. You take care. It was nice having you about. hopefully we'll catch you another time. Hey, Clockwork Foxes! How are you? I'm once again reminded that I need to DM you about some things, but unorganised. A chaotic mess. It's just... Oh, a big mood. Such a variety of emotions cleaning out a room. Like, it sucks, but it's so good afterwards. Like, God, I hate cleaning. For how much I like things to be organised, I abhor cleaning. Honestly, that's a mood. I had to get out and clear my head as well. So it's all good. We can impromptu everything that we need to. Because if the plan is to improvise, then everything goes to plan. Haha. Ha ha ha. Ugh. Which, I mean, considering I haven't picked what I was going to paint till like half an hour before going live. Yeah. I don't think I planned many things out well. But no, I hope you're doing a little better after wavy brain times. Thank you. Yeah, I am... Oh, this is true. Being like strictly organised is kind of homophobic, so like, ew. But yeah, I am cracking through some more of these lads, just getting them to the point of popping. And just sort of cracking through, because I found that painting those dryads on stream wasn't getting the best results for them, and I would like to put out a quality product to the people who commission me, because I've got to take pride in something. And as evidenced by there not being a face cam, it's certainly not my appearance these days. Jeez. But yes, thank you. I'm glad you're vibing with them. There's such a nice little colour palette. Like, this green. I don't get to work with greens this nice so often. There's something about it. I don't know. Green is such a mediocre colour until you hit like very specific greens. And then it's just the best shit in the world. Like, I don't know. then we need Balthazar Gold, one of my favourite metallics. God, I love this pen. It's so good. And this is for literally all of the trim, so we may be here a while. A hot minute may occur before we, do anything else. But that's fine. That's fine. Patience is a virtue. And once we finish this colour, it'll be wash time, so the mini will get put to one side for a little while. Anyway, we can move on to another. Oh, no, there's still the black to go. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Citadel is just the right middle ground for me of like, their paint's a good quality, it's not cheap, but it's not too expensive, it's very available. Yeah, love me a good Citadel pen. I don't vibe so much with Army Painter. Their brushes are nice, like their brushes. Not a big fan of their pens. Personal preference. I've heard good things about their, like, pure white. So, like, Also, yeah, honestly, I might send you one of my spare pots of Balthazar. Because if you don't have some, it might make some very nice dicing. Because it's this, like, gorgeous, like, tarnished copper colour. Considering I think Balthazar's one of those that I have like 6 pots of. I definitely have 3. So I have mine and then one for every D&D sub tutorial that I ran. Oh, yes. A boys' trip for many, many penned. There's some, like, weathering stuff that is, like, recommended for these guys I might slip into boys and see if I can find. Yeah, once shops open back up, it's gonna get dangerous for me again. Because it means my LGS will be open and I can impulse buy. Hell yeah! Get in, loser, we're going to boys. Time to buy sewing needles and paint. Hell yeah! I am now realising that if I never wanted to eat a vegetable again, I could live out of boys. It has everything I need to buy. Also, yeah, I should set up a quote bot and get in, loser, we're going to boys is going on there. In fact, I'm gonna write that down. I lost my mouse for a hot second there. Please. No! I can't copy and paste out of that particular version of Twitch chat. Homophobic. There we go, got it. I had to open the stream up and screw around. Get in, loser. We're going to boys. Back to XSplit so I can see what's going on. Don't hit the end stream button. That seems like a mistake. Considering we're an hour and a half. Oh, I miss wandering around a boys now. God damn it. The quintessential T-side experience of going into boys not knowing what you want, and then wandering around the Aladdin's cave that is their hobby section. And realizing how easy it would be to get into clothing making. Although maybe that's just me. I do live in a house with like 3 sewing machines, so like, yeah. Wanda. When I can be asked. Put that on the when I have dedicated hobby space, I will do a thing list, because oh, that list is getting long. But hey, if someone ever wanted to pay rent on a house for me, I could make the stream quality go up. Lol. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that on a deep and spiritual level. Of just like, I can't make a permanent space. This isn't... I don't own this home. Yeah, here we go. We're getting there. We're getting that distinctive combination of colours that just screams Deathguard. Off-white, olive green, detty brass. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, proper space organisation is like very good. It's a very top tier thing to have, right? Like, dang. Thank you. That exact, like, moment of colour pop is what made me, like, go from, hey, this scheme's cool, and I pick these guys because I like their lore, to, oh my god. I think I might be able to stick out an army of them. Ooh. Quite possibly, in fact. That's very cool. I can kind of see that in, like, the first plot as well. Yeah. Ooh. See you soon. I may be in the disc later. We'll see how much energy I have when I'm done here. No, do take care. Take care. There's 1.5. Hell yeah. Oh goddamn. So yeah, I think I just need to consider what minis I paint on stream a little bit closer. Try and make sure there are minis that I have some hype for and techniques that I can kind of take my time with and can zone out a little bit whilst doing. Dry brushing is not that, so unfortunately we probably won't see we probably won't see the Dryad on stream. Maybe, we'll see. That'll be something I play by ear, but hey, such is life. Okay. Look at that. Just look at it. I forgot to get bulk gun metal out. I'll fix that when I get round to it. That's fine. Like I said, I'm not organised. Yeah, I'll fix that when I go on break. Because I'm probably due one soon. Put something sugary in me. Haven't dipped too hard yet. Well, hey. This Balthar Gold is going to have other ideas about that, but that's fine. I I don't think we're getting to any other minis to death. But hey. I didn't promise multiple miniatures. Ooh. We went way too deep there. One day I'll stop doing that, and until then, I'm incredibly sorry. One day I will manage not to punch the camera. One day, I swear. I'm good at this, honest. Cramped workspace. But that's life. That's life with the setup. shoulder pad rims. You know, if I ever decide to batch paint these things again, I am probably just never going to assemble the miniatures. And we'll just have everything on little priming sticks, because that seems so much easier. Just like put the arms on, because you know there's a limit, but then leave everything else off. Save myself some hassle. There we go. Still a bunch of trim to block in, so I think what I'm going to do is, since I'm switching brushes anyway, I am going to take a 5-10 minute break. I am going to change my water, which currently looks like this, put some water in myself, and stretch my legs. I would suggest that folks practice a little bit of self-care too. Look after yourselves. And I will be back in a hot minute. I always say this is gonna be 10 minutes, and then it's never 10 minutes. It's always more, always less even. Sorry, I've never been able to take a full break in my life. I have no re-entry bit, but I'm back. I should start working those out. I'm not funny enough to, but I probably should. Hello. I hope anybody who is watching took a pleasant break. I hope VOD watchers had a pleasant skip forward. I'm wishing VOD watchers a very pleasant skip forward. I should make that my break screen, actually. Rather than it being like the gorgeous logo that Horus made for me. It should just be a Bugs Bunny meme. That seems reasonable, right? God. I need to contact Horus once they're, like, not in animation crunch hell. Go on, because I miss them too, because, well, they do excellent artwork and consistent branding is very nice. That's all I'm saying is I need a Twitch banner and, well, I'm not making my own. So where were we? We were doing bronze trim. And we'll be here for a while. But that's fine. Because we will just work through it systematically. The way we worked through everything. I may, if I have the energy when we're done, take the stream down, then bring it back up with Magic Arena, see if my laptop can handle it. I'm tempted. But that may be a later on job. Hello, what a shame. Are you good timing? I've just come back from a break. I'm refreshed and ready to go. How are you today? She says, immediately reaching for the water bottle. Still hitting the camera. I'm professional. Forever punching the camera. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well. I am also doing pretty well. Today has been pleasantly productive. We have taken a Mark III Spec Marine from overly blown out cream to slightly less blown out cream. With elements of colour. But yeah, no, I'm doing good, which is nice. We are currently working on trim, so we'll be here for a while. The company would be appreciated. Oh, no worries. I can talk through what I'm doing a little bit if you would like. All for learning. I 100% need to start making video tutorials, but that's a lot of effort. Oh, very nice. We we love some Seraphon. They have, oh, that's so sweet. Honestly, a lot of those miniatures have aged amazingly. Like, I remember some of those old Warhammer kits coming out, and oh, the old Blood on Carnosaur is still gorgeous. Could get any of them still and had a second camera and have one of my family's dogs in here, but they will not sit still. No, it's very sweet, very good and very sweet. But yeah, for now I'm just base coating. I'm just base coating in pieces of trim in Games Workshop's Balthasar Gold. They are miniature English Bull Terriers. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, they're miniature English Bull Terriers. So if you ever watched, Oliver, the very triangular-headed dog in that, think that but small. They're very good and cute. They do not know their own strength, poor babes. They have heads like bricks. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I used to be shaky around dogs, and then Mum got our eldest mini bull, and yeah, got to grow up with a small bull terrier, which fixed that real quick. Absolute characters. We have Dexter, our eldest, who believes he is a people, and complains when he doesn't get to sleep in one of our beds at night. We have little Vera, who has had some puppies with us. She spends a lot of time curled up in her chair. And we have little Rita, who is her daughter, and just an absolute terror. She never stops. There is no chill. There is only play. Oh, for a moment's context, I have it finished. I have one that I prepared earlier, in a very Blue Peter moment. We have a finished Deathguard here, which if I can get the camera to stop blowing out, that would be great. This is eventually what we're going to end up with. These guys are actually relatively simple to paint. There's a very good Duncan Rhodes tutorial on them, which I will actually dig out for you because I very much recommend him. He's very good. Knows what he's talking about. Not you, Mooba. So... So, this is the tutorial that I'm currently that I used for this colour scheme. It's actually really great. I love how he does the bone armour. It has some nice stuff in there for like weathering and what have you, since it's the 40k colour scheme, but it's the same. And his YouTube channel has a bunch of fantastic tutorials of going through miniatures, and just picking out colours from that is a fantastic way to learn how to do things. If you haven't already checked out the Warhammer TV videos, the earlier ones of them I prefer, the ones that Duncan made, mostly because I'm an old lady who doesn't know how contrast works. Yeah. I haven't gotten my head around painting with contrast yet, so... yeah. But those will be my little, like, cheeky recommendations for if you want some nice little YouTube videos with some good painting advice on. Duncan Rhodes is very good. I will eventually make my own stuff, but hey, I'm just starting out with video, so cheers. To be fair, I should really put that YouTube link in my mini command. Custom commands. Save that. Update that command. Rarely gets used. Let's see if that went through. Boop. Hey, look at that. Moobot works. Wonderful. Some white pants somewhere. Thank you for the follow, Chaotic Gothic. Glad to see you hopped back in. Where are we at? Fantastic. Oh, while I'm giving me what to work out, I will remember to pop my link tree up. I have an Instagram where I post weekly, every Saturday, an update on what I'm doing. A YouTube channel with VODs on, for in case you very much dislike the Twitch interface for VODs, which, who can blame you? I don't. I do not like it very much. It makes skipping forward in a video a nightmare. And there's a Patreon on that in case you wish to support me without going for a full commission, which honestly I can't blame you. Although simply watching the stream is support enough. Like, folks just being here is very much appreciated. Hey! Hell yeah! Trans rights! We love to see it, frankly. No, that's fine. I'm more than happy to bring it up. I just... I don't bring it up, but I'm happy to talk about it, if that makes any sense. It's kind of the vibe we're on. But, yeah. The second camera goes to the dog, not me. I don't need to be seen. But yeah, apologies for the vague, direct plug, but hey, it's something I need to get a little bit better at, and that is now recorded, and I have done it once, and I can vaguely remember it, so I remember to do it again. Yeah, we're just chipping away. We're going one leg at a time on this trim, so I don't miss anything. Bumping the camera, because professionalism. But yeah, heck yeah, I almost ended up playing Seraphon way back in the day when they were still lizard men. I very nearly picked them up as a Warhammer Fantasy Battle Army, and instead played High Elves because, High Elves, they're cool. They have dragons and phoenixes and wizards. It's everything that I want from a fantasy army. And God, if I could go back and make another one, I definitely would. I very much miss that game. Might have to try and stream some at one point. Oh, it's okay. I've been playing Games Workshop games since I was 10 or 11. So I know a little bit too much. But yes, faction's about right. God knows what to call them anymore. And Blood Bowl is a very good little game. I have not played the very latest edition, but I played the one before it, and it was a very good rewrite of the rules. Love me some Blood Bowl. A very classic Games Workshop game, in that its RNG is incredibly punishing. Honestly, yeah, it's just rugby but hyper-violent. So, rugby. Yeah, big fan of Blood Bowl. I'm a Wood Elf player by nature. Wood Elf or Orcs are my go-to Blood Bowl teams. I do not have one painted up right now, and should maybe fix that. Oh, yeah. Blood Bowl is all about managing when your luck goes to cack, because it will. Eventually. But no, it is a very good beer and pretzels game. Very good beer and pretzels game. Especially if you're lucky. 100% if you're lucky. I mean, like, on that note, Games Workshop's, like, specialist games have been pretty on point recently. I haven't gotten to play many of them, but the miniatures are gorgeous. The rules seem good. There are many that I need to get round to, such as the House Escher gang that I have for Necromunda sat around in my box of shame. These guys for the Horus Heresy game from Forge World. Still haven't gotten to play a game of Horus Heresy. Still haven't finished a squad, but hey, you know. I can still roll my eyes and complain about it. And again, I'm being a little bit rough. I'm making some splodges that I'm going to have to clean up later. But that's fine. I'm going to have to highlight all this bone armor anywhere. So I'm going to have to go over it all again anyway. I don't mind too much. Obviously I'm being somewhat careful because I have already finished parts of the miniature. And white is a nightmare to fix, as one would imagine. But yeah, I will have to try and get Tabletop Simulator working on stream and stream some war games at some point. Because I feel like that is much needed. But yeah, no, and also to like address something from like 5 minutes ago now, but never worry about being vaguely new. What's a Shen? Just like ask me questions. There are no stupid questions. Oh, yeah, no. Getting into this hobby during lockdown must be a nightmare. Yeah, I can only imagine. I am also looking forward to stores reopening so that I can visit my local game stores again. Yeah, like once this Gestures Vaguely at the World opens up, try going down to your local games workshop and sitting at the hobby desk for a little while. If they book time, book some time. If not, take some paints down. Get sat at the painting bench if they have one. It is superb. It's a wonderful little experience. Just getting to sit and hang out with other hobbyists who are also painting in the same space just has fantastic energy. Oh, wonderful. That's like honestly perfect. Just having access to miniatures that you can make learning mistakes on. Amazing. Ecstatic. It is just the best. Like some of my fondest early painting memories are getting some old beat up Eldar Guardians and an Eldar Viper and painting them up. And I'm still quite proud of the Viper actually. I found it in the loft recently. I need to dig it out. The Guardian's mediumly so, but the Viper jet bike. Now that's a kit that's older than I am. Oh, hell yeah. Well, as long as you're enjoying the process, I can honestly say that you can do no wrong. Also, my palette is slowly filling up with bronze, so it's becoming incredibly tricky to tell what is and isn't wet, since everything is now shiny. Oh, yeah. That's why my Tzin Charmy's taken 3 years. But lockdown does help with having all the time in the world, I guess. But keep slugging away, you'll get there. You'll get to a point that you're happy with. I will also get to a point where I'm happy and not hitting my camera. I keep doing it. It keeps annoying me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, a hot tip for that is if you have a particularly messy technique, so for instance dry brushing, try and do that as early as possible in painting the entire mini, and that way you can avoid that sort of backwards and forwards a little bit better. Yes, finer brushes do also help, and just time and learning brush control. To reiterate, I mean that's actually good advice. Thinning your paints down with a bit of water goes a mile. It really does. A palette and some water is fantastic. I mean, I do say this and then immediately do, the opposite of armor first, then everything else. But it's trim. It's kind of awkward to do trim first. Since it's literally everywhere. And to be fair, one thing as well you might find useful is sub-assemblies, which is what I've done here. You'll notice that this Marine doesn't have a gun, and that's because I have a little magic stick that has guns on it. So rather than attempt to paint the entire Space Marine all at once with bits blocking delicate areas, such as the bolt gun, which is infamous for blocking the entire goddamn chest, I didn't entirely build the miniature. I left the guns separate. I also left the chainswords off the belts. And that way I can get access to more of the miniature without having to dodge other areas. I paint on an assembled mini. I don't like painting things that are still on the sprue, because I'm a bit of a stickler for mold lines. I fucking hate mold lines. Because I learned how to paint by dry brushing, and dry brushing picks out mold lines like nobody's business. This is, I found a little bit awkward, but I found it less awkward than painting with a bolt gun in its hand. So yeah, I'm a fan of sub-assemblies, within moderation, because I also just like the feeling of putting a mini together. But yeah, no, I'm an advocate of building the mini for the most part, and then priming it and building it, because I get a little bit better of an idea of like what bit goes to next to what, and if I'm improvising a colour scheme, then I'd like to know where everything sits. And, I'm lazy, so like to not paint weird bits that are never seen. Oh, that's fair. I can see cold ones actually being very good to paint on the sprue, since they are a classic horse TM. And if I remember correctly, they are just two halves of a cold one with a head sandwiched in the middle. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, mold lines are you'll see them faintly on the plastic around a miniature where the two halves of the mold have come together. Let me see if I have. I just have my toolbox that has a perfect example. So this is one of the heads from these guys, and you can see that line across the top of it. Faintly. There's like a line running across that helmet. That's what I mean by a mold line. And you just get rid of that by taking your hobby knife and running it across. So I have a knife. No. I'm just gonna run it across. And now, no more mold line. Just nice smooth helmet times. Some people don't get annoyed by them, some people do. Some kits aren't particularly bad for them. Modern Games Workshop kits are actually pretty good for them. Well, like, some of the newer Orc kits are built so that, like, they hide all the mold lines when they're put together, and you don't even have to worry about them. So some kits aren't so new, so have a lot of mold lines on like heads and stuff. Yeah, I've spent more hours of my life than I would care to recall carving those off of skeleton heads. Frankly, I've spent more time than I'd care to remember building and painting skeletons. But hey, that's life. So where were we? We were making a mess to the left side. So now we'll do the right side. I'll remember what bits are what colour. Oh, it's more than fine. I hope it hasn't come off as preachy at all. I'm trying not to be. Yeah, I'm more than happy to help out with whatever you may want a hand with. Oh wow, my phone is nearly dead. My charge is in the other room, so it's just gonna have to deal with it. Ooh, we love some purple here. If you couldn't tell by the fact that all of my overlay is purple, I think purple Saurus look very good actually. They weren't as good as I was hoping. My friends say they look quite good on Sarathon. Yeah, I'm honestly transmood, am I right? The love of purple. But yeah, I've had mixed results with with contrast, it can be really good, it can be a little bit medium. I'm a fan of the ye old wear for purple. You've gotten me on the topic, so I'm gonna gratuitously pull out a mini from the drawer that I've been working on as part of a commission. Let me pull a Nilithid out. So, like, that's reasonably easy to do. That, like, tone of purple. It's a very loose tentacle. It's like this tone of purple is a little bit blown out on the camera because I'm bad with cameras. But that's pretty easy. That's not so bad. That's, Nagaroth Knight, Zarius purple, Genestealer purple, and there's a Drugi Violet Wash in there. Thank you. I'm in love with this miniature, and it breaks my heart that I'm gonna have to post it to someone soon. It absolutely breaks my heart. I'm gonna have to get my own. It's a little less bleached white on the skin, but maybe I should have painted it bleached white. I don't know. Maybe I'll paint mine that pale. Maybe mine will be more of an Alun. But yeah, some like nice layering, maybe some dry brushing. Do you use the Citadel Colour app? What a shame. Because that might help you out a lot here. They have a little phone application, which I will use the last of my phone battery to load, called Citadel Colour. I really recommend it. I literally just use their dark purple. I literally just use that. With a little bit of practice, and yeah, these colours come out gorgeous. GW's purples. Love them. Though I am biased. It is just purple. Yeah, I think that's a good colour for Seraphon as well. Nice and bright. But yeah, no, I cannot love Citadel Colour App more. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. You could try getting a pot of contrast medium and thinning it down. I've seen a lot of people thinning their contrast paints quite heavily because some of them are very strong. But I need to screw around with them because you can do some very cool things with them. The main one being coloured metallics. And if I ever do some more Horus Heresy, which I might, we'll see if I ever finish one army. We might pick one of the metallic, the like primary colour metallic legions. Because if you paint your contrast paints over something like a silver or a gold base rather than cream and grey, you maintain the shine but get like strong metallic blue which is very cool. But I haven't really needed to screw around with that yet, so I haven't had the excuse. I'll have to make one at some point. Maybe a small Alpha Legion force. Okay. I'm losing the plot here. No, finish this bracer, then we will move over to a different colour so that I can see what I'm doing on this palette, because this is becoming unwieldy. Leave the brass there for a moment, since that's a good place to leave it. And I'm going to go to... Could I have a spare pot of that as well? Corvus Black, which... Oh, this is a peanut ball pot, but one of my favourite blacks, this one. Really useful. It's like a very dark charcoal grey, rather than just the matte black of Abaddon Black. And a real colour secret. For mini painting, you don't actually want black, you want very dark grey. Because most matte blacks just pave over the detail. But if you want something really black, dark grey, where to go? So here we are going to grab like these little pipes, little bits of strapping, little bits of undersuit that are coming through. And they're just going to help us break things up a little bit. A little bit of contrast. May have to declare this pot deceased. Still got some. Still got some. Here we go. So one thing that I'm also doing, which is a nice little time saver, is when you know exactly what colours... Oh, ow, flick my wrist too hard. Exactly what colours you are putting down on a mini. If you can group them with what washes they use and do those colours together, you can save yourself plenty of time by only having to do the wash once across the entire miniature, rather than doing it 4 or 5 times, then having to wait 45 minutes each time. You can do it once and wait an hour. Which I'm bad at doing, but hey. I tend to paint colour by colour, just because of how I think. When I'm not doing something like this, which is a little bit more batch painty. Even though I'm very much not batch painting, because I am... Well, I haven't touched another miniature all day. But I will eventually batch paint these guys. I think. When I get sick of doing this one at a time. I just want them done. I'll hit screw it. You're wrong. So this, I think, is the most nerve-wracking part of these minis, is I'm going to try and get the bodysuit that is in this leg joint, and I hate it. It is surrounded by literally every other colour on the mini. It always terrifies me. I'm just going to get Horus black everywhere. Every single time. Not a fan. But it looks good when it's done, so... It's even noticeable. Barely. Oh. Yeah, I am using my finest brush. I have watered my pen down a little bit more than I usually would. And I'm just being patient with it. So the camera angle may not be the best. You'll have to forgive me a little bit. And I immediately get it all over the hand. I'm good at this, I swear. Oh, that's fine. That's so fixable. So fixable. But yeah, this is part of why I haven't done the highlighting on the white armor yet. Because I'm probably going to have to go around and fix it. There's no point highlighting it. Okay, that's not so bad. Some spots I'll have to fix, but that's okay. I'm going to do the hand while I remember to, though. Because I want to pair over some of this bronze on my palette. Anyway. I like it. I think it's a good time. It's especially nice when there's some folks in chat and just sort of like sitting, vibing with some people. It is me desperately trying to recreate that feeling of a painting table. I'm kind of enjoying it. And honestly, this having a vertical camera setup has been kind of useful. Since now if I desperately want to I can play some paper magic as well, which is nice. Play some webcam magic. Yeah, I certainly enjoy it. Which, you know, you'd hope I would since I'm sat here doing it. It does take a little bit of getting used to. Oh, yeah, my internet is, not amazing. It has its moments. I'm very much glad I'm not asking it to do anything more strenuous than this. Which I might end up asking it to do. Oh, hell yeah. I keep myself to a once-a-week schedule because I like arbitrary deadlines that I can actually meet. Because it makes me do stuff. Hence why I post weekly somewhat religiously. Oh wow. Oh, poor Bean. Poor Wi-Fi. That sucks, my dude. Yeah, F's in chat. Big rep. Yeah, we are continuing to make little progress. Hooray. We're coming up on 8 o'clock, which tends to be when I sign off, but we will see how high my energy continues to be. We'll see if I keep going. I'm tempted to go till I finish this guy, but that could take a while. So I may just get all the, might get up to, an Agrax Earth Shade Wash, then call it. It does feel lighter than it is. Yeah, I think it, oh, yeah, I think it's because it's gotten pitch black immediately. Like, outside it looks like 10 o'clock. Not, like, 20 to 8. It is dicky dark out there already. Not a fan. Oh. Yeah, like, I've noticed that it's been nice and light on an evening, and then just immediately dark. Like, that's what gets me. I don't mind dark nights. I, like, kind of like them. But it's the, like, snap transition that gets me. I'll remember to paint on camera. Haha. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, did not like winter in uni when I would go in to a physics lab in the pitch black, then leave a physics lab in the pitch black, possibly also sitting in the pitch black during said physics lab. It was a time. It was not good. yeah, it just feels like a wasted day, you know? Which sucks. Okay. Legs are nearly done. Heck yeah. Progress. Oh. Yeah. Like, I had the small mercy that, like, the wider physics lab had windows, but ugh. Yeah, no. Oof. No good. Really, truly no good. I started a screen as a hobby. I don't need to do it as work as well. I'm gonna bring you ever further up my desk so I can sit queerly in the pen. Oh yeah, life is nothing but screens right now. It's unfortunate. Yep. Oh. Yeah, having a very it's an incredibly tactile hobby. It really just helps to have something that you have physically created. Hello, Medicar. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for saddling up. Thank you for the follow. I genuinely adore that Pikachu gif. I'm just putting it out there. Like, it lives rent-free in my mind. It's such a happy little mouse. Thank you for joining us. We are possibly coming to a close soon. We will see. We'll see how long my energy holds up. We got 3 hours out of me this week, so that's good. We got the scheduled 3 hours. Hell yeah. An absolute pog for streaming for as long as I said that I'm going to stream. We're getting that on a Deathguard Marine. They started the evening absolutely pale, blown out white, and we're getting there. We have most of the colour in, we have most of the metallics in. The armour is nicely shaded, if I can. There we go. We're getting there. We'll end up somewhere in this region. We're being done. And we will get there. I really picked a terrible colour scheme to try and paint on stream. Not gonna lie. God. Should paint anything other than this if I was gonna paint it under harsh white light. Although, that being said, Madikar, if you're still around, if you want to see clearer pictures of these, you can find them over on my Instagram page, as well as weekly updates on what I'm working on. It's a link tree because I just keep it all together and make... All my other Moobot commands are massive, so one of them should be concise. Yeah, check it out. I actually posted, the last thing up there is the finished Deathguard Marine, so you should check it out. See what I am aiming for. You're getting there. One day I'll finish a squad of these. One day. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. I hate to immediately pounce on someone and plug at them, but equally, I hate that these are very hard to show on the stream camera and really need to learn my lesson. So right now we are just blocking in all of the bronze. Most of it's there. Just the upper half of the torso to go. Then I will have to rummage around for my go-to silver. I'm losing the wet bits of paint on the palette again. I'm smart like that. There we go. There's a little bit. And we just started chipping away. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go till I put a wash down. I don't think I have the mojo to make it through a wash, but making it up to one, heck yeah. Where the hell did I put that piece of pen? It's on here somewhere, I think it's there. I think that might have been it? I don't know. I can't tell anymore. It's all just bronze to me now. I may have to just go and find the silver now to make sense of all of this. I'm actually gonna do that. That makes a shocking amount of sense. I need to do that before I forget to do that. Okay. This one. Let's see, who's trying to get a little bit more character on the chest piece. Oh my lord. Oof. Grab my big old box of pants and keep them all in these handy little trays. What did I just mute? Oh, I hit the back button. I hit the back button on the track. It's okay. I didn't break everything. They are not organised. Once they were organised. Not anymore. Ah, there it is. Lead Belcher! One day I'll remember to organise these again. One day. Not today. Oh, it never stops. It never stops, what a share. Never. Yeah. That isn't even all of them. Because I have... Because I have a drawer of paints that I haven't opened yet. These are all replacements. Yeah. I don't have a problem. Yeah, these are replacements and duplicates to keep my stuff vaguely organised. I say vaguely. Oh, there is also a pot of shamed dice in there. Yeah. Honestly, when you end up with a big-ish turnover of pots of paint, I kind of like having a little drawer of, hey, I use a lot of lead belcher, so I'm gonna preemptively buy a new pot of lead belcher, so that I don't run out halfway through a miniature. Because it could happen. I've had it happen. I've been very annoyed when it's happened. To be fair, I need to spend some time restocking my spray paints, because I'm running dangerously low on a couple. But getting them posted is awkward and expensive. So I guess I'm waiting. Yeah, I saw. It's awkward because I realised and then they were out of stock. Hopefully there is more by the time I'm able to buy more. Else, I'm... Oh. Oof. Glad it works well though. I'm unfortunately running low on Wrathbone spray, and I don't think I can get that from Halfords. Just getting a little bit of... Oh, hey. Getting some grey metallics in, painting in more wired cables, painting in fans and grills and all the weird little bits of steel that happen on a Space Marine. But no, I remember that Halford's primer is okay. If I ever get truly desperately stuck. Because it might happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. God, I see why these bits are cut out of painting tutorial videos. It's not thrilling content watching me base cut things. I mean, I don't know. It might be. Folks have certainly stuck around to see it. Okay. Got our little shock of silver in there. Looking good. There's a little bit left to do. Little grills in the backpack. Which can be annoying. Okay. Okay. We have but a smidgen of bronze left, so I'm going to get that done. I'm going to put a wash down, and then I'm going to sign off. Because we are on bang on 8 o'clock UK time. So I've been over in a little bit. I started 15 minutes early. Hell yeah. Gotta get that content. So, as well, for folks who popped in a little bit later than the start and might want to watch back, or if you want to look back on anything that you want to remember for tips and tricks, in the relevant places, and namely here. There's already a socials link on the screen. There's links to a YouTube channel with all my stream VODs on. Check that out. It's literally just re-uploads of what's on Twitch, but on YouTube, because the platform's slightly nicer. There's an occasional bit of muting, but hey, I take the risks I take playing the music that I play. What was I going to pen? That's what I was going to pen. And this should be up tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. I have no schedule in my personal life. There we go. Now they're really looking like a Deathguard. Missed a little bit of steel. Rotate this, it's gone sodden. Hear a dog downstairs asking for his dinner. Incredibly stinky old man. Butchered some of this ring, but that's fine. Again, everything's gonna need cleaning up again anyway. Okay. Time to wash it down. Nice. Perfect. Some perfect timing all round. Here we go. Food washed enough, we'll go there. Cool. Agrak's Earth Shard. Never leave home without it. Fantastic wash. Just the best wash. It's great. It slices and dices. And I'm going to put a paintbrush through that so that it doesn't close. Because it's misbehaving. And I'm just going to wash down literally every colour that we've just put down, because it's got to look a bit grim and a bit like it's been left out in the rain for 10 years. I'm not going to worry too much about that splodge that I've just found in the olive, because it's all going to get, that's going to get layered over. It's not in a spot where that should be an issue. If it is, I can fix it easy enough. in there. I'm embarrassingly going to need the brush that I just used as a lock for that. Cool. And good. Nice. Now I just have to catch all of this. And a little bit's probably going to get on the cream, but that's fine. Gives it a bit more character. Again, those strange little stains are all on aesthetic. Since this is a group that does the bare minimum of armor maintenance, which is interesting. They do not repair bullet holes because they're a sign of toughness and veterancy. Yeah, being reasonably generous with the wash as well, because most of these components want to be nice and dark. I want to get a nice contrast between the stark white armor and a really grimy black and bronze. Empty dark. And that should about see us off. You can already see now, got that nice deep purple, deep olive, tarnished brass. And bone right. Bone right? Bone white. Ugh. Cannot speak anymore. So, thank you so much to everyone who showed up. Thank you everyone who stuck around. Thank you so much for everyone new who followed. It's so nice to see new faces. I am going to wrap it up there while this sucker dries, and I go piece myself back together again. Because I am a hungry gal. Right, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who made it this far in the VOD as well. Take care, be good to each other, and have a good night. Ta-ra!